What it is, YouTube? It's your girl Potty Mouth Goddess PMG. What it is, Potty Mouth Squad PMS. How y'all doing today? I want you to know, if you don't already know, you are beautiful, kind, smart, intelligent, and just fine. Shh. Okay? You fine. Shh. And anybody who comes in contact with you, they need to ask themselves,
how lucky can one guy be?
alright, for today's video, hold on, move my camera over. We got boom now. Some of my gamers, my 2K heads, mainly, y'all might know who this is already. Now this is Uncle Demi, so he's coming with some questions and answers about the NBA 2K26, what they have revealed already. I'm on the fence if I want to get NBA 2K26. Like I said, I wasn't really feeling 25. I played that shit to probably like January, and then I just stopped playing it. But I am looking for a squad. I am looking for a squad on 2K. I'm not gonna lie, like this past year, I haven't been like in parties and stuff and like really chilling with people. Like when I was playing 2K, yeah, I was, but like I haven't been too much. So like I'm just looking for a whole new squad to run with. Y'all can, if y'all play on Xbox, or PlayStation, because I know it's crossplay, just comment your shit down below, and yeah. Without further ado, let's get to the without further ado, let's get to the video. See what information it got for us.
Alright, so once again, I have a ton
Let me turn this up.
of Q&A. And again, this is really good insight. This is something that Mike Wayne has been doing for the past couple years, but I'm not.
Oh, another thing, and I like that the fact that Mike Wang and them, they do the Q&A, yes, because a lot of questions get answered or whatever, and it kind of lets us know if they was bullshitting or not, like by the time the game comes out, which it really don't matter by then, because bitch, you bought the game, buy the game, that's it, that's how they get you. But what was I about to say? Yeah, they had already dropped, like they just dropped the trailer on the 31st. I was thinking about doing a video to it, but I'm like, the trailer don't never really talk about nothing. It just talk about the different engines they use or whatever. So we know they're still gonna be using Pro Play or whatever. I do think they are trying to, I know like speed is a big issue here. Like sometimes the moves don't feel as responsive, or like you're trying to do a certain move and make you do a different move. Like that's always, it's not always been a problem, but it's been a problem in certain 2Ks. And I think in 25 it was like a bit of an issue or whatever. So
This year, I feel like he has been answering almost every single question.
the trailers don't usually give much, so I didn't want to react to it.
Get an understanding of what the dev team was thinking when they went in this direction for NBA 2K26. So,
And sorry, I know I keep pausing, but also there are AI players in the trailer. Like you can't really go off of that. The AIs be basura, so yeah.
Question here is, are there any changes to dribbling besides new controls for synthesizer? He said, dribbling has changed a lot in NBA 2K26. Branching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves than you could in 2K25.
Thank you.
We made an effort to make more dribbling faster, and
Thank you. Like that for me, cause I mainly run guard. Like guard, I'ma always make a guard first. That's always the first build I make. Even though in 25, the first build I did make a guard. My guard was still first. I was about to say I made a lock first, but no, I made a guard first. Guard is mandatory for me. Guard and big man. After that, it's probably some type of small forward or some type of lock. I don't really mess with power forwards no more because they get me tight. Like if I'm in the paint and I'm the big man, I don't want no power forward snatching my boards. Don't get me wrong, I don't get outboarded, but like still, I get jealous when a power forward takes my board. I don't like that. So yeah, I don't want to be power forward because I don't want the center out rebounding me. So yeah. But this is huge. Like, I was just saying this, like, they making the moves more responsive. Now I hope they really live up to that because I like the dribbling. The dribbling hasn't felt that good to me since like I'm gonna say 2K19. Well, a lot because I didn't really play 20 like that, but a lot of people like 20 dribbling. I wouldn't even mind 20 dribbling, but I feel like 19 really had the best dribbling. Yeah, 19 for sure had the best dribbling.
The input's more responsive as well. You'll find some
And
great
yes,
new
you
content
could
as
cancel out of
as
moves
that
on
turns
19. Yes, I remember that with the Pippin behind the back.
Pippins behind the back wrap. So I think dribble heads will be able to create some nice highlights this year. Now, this is really, really good because you're hearing things about quicker, faster, right? Less delay, more responsiveness, which I've been speaking about for months now. When I say the game is moving faster, more arcade feel,
And they don't need to touch the defense though. Every year when 2K come out, sorry. Every year when 2K comes out, the defense be all right. It be pretty good. Then they always touch something with involving like offense, and then they what you call it, buff the defense like that shit.
Just a faster pace of game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that
Not
works.
buff, nerf.
Another question said, since double tapping circle or B is wrap passes now, can you still do flashy passes? And he said yes. Flashy passes have been moved to cross plus circle for PlayStation or A plus B for Xbox. Self alley-oops are now.
I thought A plus B was just regular throwing alley oops now because that's what it was on 24 and 25, right?
That is just pretty much it is what it is, right? You can move around with it, but you still have the ability to do that, right? Another question: if you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happens when two people both get a green rebound?
Oh no, that was for flashy oops. Alley oops is still YY.
Like natural selection in this world, like people are just really slow. And I'm not even gonna lie, like I gotta applaud Mike for answering.
Wait, what it says? If you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happens when two people both green a rebound? Nigga, it depends on the rating, the height of like duh. Like
because I'm gonna look at this question like, bro, there's no way you were this slow.
yeah, like this is a dumb question. I'm not gonna lie.
So anyway, I'm gonna give you the answer. He said you can still grab a rebound if you don't bring the timing. Duh, it's been the same. Like, the funny thing is this: it's been like this for decades. Like it's always been like this.
Yeah.
The only thing they did was just add a feature to where now it's under your feet. You can see if you can't.
And of course, it depends where you're standing. Like if you're close enough, you're in position to get the ball in the first place. That's another thing.
Exit timer will often not be enough to secure the board. If the bill makes zero effort and just stands there, the little guy will have a better chance with the perfect timing though. If two players bring the rebound timing, the outcome is decided by positioning, rating, and height. The core mechanics around how rebounding works isn't changing in 2K26. Timing your jump has always been an important aspect of rebounding. The indicator was added just to help players understand how to rebound. I mean, literally, it was just a visual, it was just a UI thing. It was just literally a visual thing they added, and people just went, huh? Right? Like, literally, no, like, what? Anyway, I'm not even getting deep enough. That was a crazy question I asked. Anyway, another question. Is the size of the green window different for no dip compared to regular catch and shoots? And then he said the green window for quick catch and shoot shots are the same as regular shots. It's possible this could change in the future. Okay, so
I feel like they be capping on that though.
In the future, it's really going to be predicated on just how overpowered it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. And what they'll probably do is if it's like just like people catch and shooting green, get crazy, contest getting up, then they're probably going to just shorten that green window.
Yeah, for sure.
Left it open by saying it's possible this could change in the future because I just feel like everybody is going to be crushing in the corner now with the catch.
Because a regular shot, like if you're doing like an off the dribble type of shot at the three, for that shit to have like the same type of green windows as a catch and shoot is kind of crazy.
I love this. He said yes, there was an improvement to address the baseline sensitivity.
They shouldn't have been touching the baseline in the first fucking place. Everybody was just going out of bounds.
baseline game aspect of strategy or gameplay was just taken out in 25. Nobody was really going baseline because we went out of bounds. But now, thank goodness, we have that ability to work the baselines, open up the floor a little bit more. So I'm always open for that. Another question was, can we pull the chair when being back down in the paint? He said yes. You can pull the chair in the post by tapping circle.
Not gonna lie, I am so bad at doing that shit. Like, when other people try to do it to me, like, I could catch it. But, like, me doing it to somebody else, I just could never time that
When
shit.
they say tap, I'm tapping. So I don't know if you can spam it. That's the other thing. So I remember if you spam circle right, you flop.
Flop.
So I really am curious to see when he says tapping, does he mean just press one time? Or does he actually mean just spamming? Because I think that's just like not a skill set, that's just spamming circle, right? So I'm pretty sure it's a timing thing here. When you feel the initial bump come, you hit circle at the same time, it pulls the chair. That's what I'm thinking, right? But another question: will there be a boost for timing? For turning the shot meter off, he said turning the shot meter off will slightly increase the size of your green window. So of course, having that green window off will give you a boost. So again, this has not been anything different. This has been the same since 2K 19, I think, or 18, if I'm not mistaken. It's nothing's changed. It's still a good boost with the meter off, right? Another question: can you cancel out of your new post go-to shots? He said for the post go-to shots that had a dribble, yes, you can cancel like regular go-to shots. You can always pump fake and change to step through also. So,
Hasn't it always been like that?
I don't really see. I mean, if you like, I don't know. I just feel like that question was if you already.
How the fuck he hit? Hold on.
Already.
See, I'd be mad as hell. Because fuck what he said. The clip.
Again, I don't really see. I mean, if you like, I don't know.
Fuck.
I just feel like that question was if you already you can do that for go-to shots already. You should already assume that you can do.
Them niggas talking hella shit. Them niggas instantly got on the mic.
I knew that was something that obviously was going to be able to happen. So, yeah, so there you go. So we can just find some ways that we can change up on that. Another question is, are there any changes to plug skills and lane skills? He says, on-ball skill, targeting, and skill animations have been improved to reward defenders who position themselves well and anticipate the dribbler's moves. The canned animation plug skills have been almost
What's the canned
entirely
animation plug
stated.
skills?
Passing sections have been tuned a bit, but are similar in effectiveness to 2K25. I'm a little concerned about.
Okay, so we go to Rome. It was us.
The thing about
And
stills, like if you're a lock,
yes, and the
if
entire
you already
time
have a high
we
still
went
rating and you
with
position yourself well in the lanes, you're gonna get an interception. Like, I don't think they really need to touch defense. Like,
He said the can animation plug skills. We just gotta see because what happens is, and this is how it always is, and when the game first comes out, defense is always gonna be ahead of the offense. Defensive players are getting steals.
didn't I say that? Didn't I say that?
They don't have any badges, but they're complaining like they're getting ripped. They don't have anything at all, and they're complaining and getting ripped. And then, of course, what happens? 2K tunes defense, lockdowns get absolutely nerfed. The third week of the game out, and then you go the whole year with no viable lockdown builds anymore. And then all of a sudden, what happens? The community starts complaining, saying that offense is too good and there's no defense. Yeah, because the first week the game came out, you were complaining about defense.
Exactly. And I agree with that.
Please just don't touch defense, and what they do is they still touch it. So it's like, I understand there's a very, 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 very thin line you have to cross and play with when it comes to launching the game because everybody wants to get the good rate reviews so more people can buy it, more people can get in the game and play.
If I get 26 this year, and I probably am, I feel like a lot of times 2K goes with like the meta. You gotta think about like the meta builds but 2K did say this year they kind of are going to be focused on them more. Because if you realize the NBA, it's not so small. Like, the guards are not as small no more. Where they're just stuck at 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". No, we have a lot of tall guards, like 6'7". Hell, Ben Simmons was, I don't know if he's still PG, but hell, he was 6'9", playing PG. Like, so the meta is definitely going to change. So when I make my build, I always make my PG at least like 6'7". If I do make a small PG, I did make a small PG this year, like 6'4". But only because 2K basically was like, oh, the 6'7s or tall is pretty much gonna have a disadvantage. So I did go 6'4", but no, I genuinely go with 6'7". I feel like it's like the middle, so it's like I'm not too small to maybe get a stop on like a big or just like a bigger person in general, but I'm big enough to, block off a smaller guard. May not be as fast. Who knows? Depends how you make it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to like the playmaking slasher type. Like I've been doing the shooting and shit, but when I first started playing 2K and shit, I was more of like a slasher, like playmaking slasher. I could still shoot. I could always shoot, but I'm gonna go back to that. So yeah, I want like a 2-way, maybe playmaking shot creator. I don't know. We'll see.
But it's just like, damn, like let the game just marinate a little before we make too many changes.
Or maybe like a
What's
2-way
my approach, right?
slashing guard, 2-way ISO
Another question:
guard, something like that.
can you do no dip catches and shoots in team control modes, like team control, meaning that control the whole team? And he said yes. In team control modes, as soon as you initiate the pass, you can do a quick catch and shoot by immediately holding L2 as you receive the catch. So for all my individuals that play,
That's been the thing for a while though.
you can still do it, right? Another question: are there any changes to burst and changes in direction for ball handlers? He said we spent some time tuning the dribbler's
I know y'all just watched me
ability
by
to
my
start,
fingers.
stop, and cut. The speed and tightness of changing directions will vary based on ratings and dribble style. So once again, ratings, I perfectly fine. Dribble style, I'm gonna have problems with it. A low dribble style is gonna be the way to get. Whatever the highest rated dribble style in the game is, needs to be the quickest and most responsive dribble style, and the lowest needs to be the least quickest and least responsive.
And I agree with that.
You know how it's been for the past 3-4 years. Why was Zion Williamson dribble style, which was required a 68 speed of ball, one of the best dribble styles, one of the best push crosses in the game. So hopefully that gets adjusted. Another question: are there any improvements to standing dunks?
Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever.
He said, we reworked the logic for standing dunks to make them more reliable for bigs who aren't too crowded in the rim. We've also retuned standing skill dunks to have generally large screen windows to compensate for how fast most of those dunks are. That was my big complaint last year. I'm like, the big man pull contact dunks into the basket was just too crazy because the animation and the meter went so fast. It was like, bro, how do you expect to time that? So there was a lot of it being missed. There was a lot of little small persons right there. You tried to dunk on them. There was no way of making it. So
Not gonna lie, I barely use the dunk meter 25. I know how to use it. I just prefer not to sometimes. But I'm gonna start using that shit again.
I'm always a huge advocate for that. So hopefully
It is fun.
True and has been retuned. Another question: do motion styles have an effect on gameplay? He said yes. Motion styles are driven by pro play, just like dribble styles. So some styles will naturally be quicker and more explosive than others. For NBA 2K26, we added rating gates, so you'll need higher attributes to equip the more effective styles. Once again, I'm just going to say, if the highest rated motion style is not the fastest, then the game is
Like that should be fucking common sense, but 2K don't always rock like that, so.
For years and years, why in the world is Patty Mills only requires an 87 3-ball to get, and it's the best jump shot in the game? Why does Tracy McGrady only require a 78 mid-range, and it's the best jump shot? Y'all get what I'm saying, right? It needs to make sense. The best, most effective moves and animations need to be the highest rated, and then you work your way backwards from there. But again, this is what we're looking at for 2K. Hopefully it's like that in NBA 2K too.
Honestly, alright. We'll end it off right there. I feel like the news ain't that bad that we got. Is it making me want to get 26? A little bit. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm probably gonna end up getting it anyways. Like, but the news to me, it don't sound that exciting except for like the dribbling. But you never know with 2K. Like, you never. Hold on. Chewing my nails and stuff. Gotta stop doing that. You never know with 2K. Like, they always changing something. So you fuck around. The moves could be, you could feel fast the first day it come out or something. Next, give it about a month, everybody feels sluggish. Like, all the dribblers feel sluggish. Defenders crazy quick, or and vice versa. Like, but like I said, yeah, I'm gonna make a 6-7. Like I said, I want to do like a 2-way playmaking, like ISO guard maybe, or like 2-way. Cause definitely defense. I'm gonna have defense. Yeah, maybe like a 2-way shot creator, 2-way playmaking shot creator or something like that. I don't know. Big man. I don't know what I want to do with big man. Definitely, I always make a I always like to run 5 out, so I always make a big that can shoot. I'm gonna make a lock too, and I'm small forward. I'm gonna make like a 6'11" small forward. I did it on 23. I don't know about 24, but I did it on no, I did do it on 24. 23 and 24, I had 6'11" small forwards. I had seen this dude who had beat me one time. This was like when 23 had like first came out. He beat me with 6'11" small forward. I was tight. I said, fuck that. I'm going to make me a 6'11" small forward. I didn't even know they had 6'11" small forwards. I didn't know it could go that tall for them. Sure did. Sure did. But, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video. If you on Xbox, comment down your gamer tag below. And PMG, I'm out.